everyone, Namaste. Today I will be leading you through the power yoga sequence, and we will be covering that in 5 parts. First, starting with pranayam and stretching like warming up. Second, 3 different short series of power yoga, and we're going to finish that with a cool down yoga poses, and then we'll move on to wrap it up with relaxation, deep relaxation, and short meditation. So let's proceed. Before this, I would recommend that you check with your doctor, with your health practitioner, if you are okay to proceed with a power sequence or with something that you have not tried before. So let's go ahead and start with breathing. I'll be guiding you through the modification also. So if certain poses you are not able to do, I'll be showing you modification, easier variation which you can do. So let's start by sitting in the Sukhasana, easy pose, by simply crisscrossing your legs, or optionally you can bring your foot on top of your thigh. This is your half lotus, or if you can bring both your feet on top of your thighs, this is going into the full lotus or full Padmasana. But most important thing here is to be comfortable with yourself, with your body. So go ahead, let's get connected. Bring yourself into the moment, close your eyes. You can have both your hands on your palms like this, or optionally you can even bring your hands in Chin Mudra by bringing your thumb and your pointer finger, your index finger, to touch each other, making a circle. Rest of the 3 fingers relaxed, palms facing towards the ceiling. Relax your shoulders back straight. Close your eyes, take a deep breath to get connected with the moment here, with the present moment. Staying seated in the comfortable position that works best for you. Bring your attention to your shoulders, relax them, straighten your back, and going for the deep breathing. You can also bring your left hand on your chest, fingers wide open, right hand on your stomach, and going for the belly breathing. Let's start inhaling through your nostrils. So inhale through your nostril. Feel your breath, try to visualize your breathing going through your throat, chest, all the way to your stomach. Allow your stomach to come out like a belly, like a balloon. And as you exhale, first draw your navel towards the spine, empty your stomach, empty your chest, throat, and your nostrils. You're going to repeat this breathing few more times at your own pace, at your own rhythm. So the idea here is basically to change the order when you're exhaling. So when you inhale, you breathe in through your nostril, throat, chest, all the way to your abdomen. And when you exhale, you just simply change the order. First empty your stomach, then your chest, then your throat, and your nostrils. While you practice a few more times, let me tell you, this is a relaxing, calming breathing. It helps you bring your center, bring your concentration, focus within. And then you can slowly blink open your eyes, coming back to the present moment, moving for the stretching exercise and warming up. If you want, you can open your Padmasana, bringing your legs in Sukhasana, easy crisscross position. And we can also do it in various other seated positions like Vajrasana, Hero pose, or different other poses there are. Alright, let's start with the neck stretches. So let's start by bringing our right hand over our head as we inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to cup your left ear with your right hand and gently bring your head over to the right shoulder. Remember, we are not to put too much pressure on our neck here. It's a gentle, mild stretch. Just feeling the stretch on the neck muscles on the left side. Now bringing your awareness to wherever you feel the stretch in your body. Inhale, release your hand, exhale. Bringing your right hand on the mat. Prepare to switch side, bringing our left hand as you inhale over your head, cupping your right ear, bringing your head over to the left shoulder, gently, to whatever degree you can go. Stay here for the mild stretch. Exhale, release your hand, bring it back on the mat. Beautiful. Now going for the shoulder stretch, bringing your right hand across your chest. Remember, if you are to feel the stretch on your right hand, you have to keep this hand straight. Now bring your left hand between your wrist and your elbow. So I'm not putting my hand on my upper arm or on my elbow. It's just between our wrist and our elbow, bringing it closer to your chest. So remember, you control the stretch here. If you bring your hand like this and keep it away from your chest, you get a gentle stretch. But if you want a deeper stretch, you can always press your hand all the way back to your left shoulder for the deeper stretch. This is how you control. Now cup your elbow. Going to cup your elbow and take your hand over your head, trying to touch both your shoulder blades. Okay? So you're trying to attempt to touch your shoulder blades, keeping your elbow pointed towards your ceiling and slowly your head relax. Prepare to switch side. Let's start bringing our left hand across our chest. Exhale, bringing our right hand between our elbow and our wrist. Again, remember, you are in control of how deep you want the stretch to be. This is too much for your shoulder blade or your shoulder joints, you can just stay here for the milder stretch. Go ahead, turn your palm, cup your elbow, inhale, take your left hand over your head, touching both your shoulder blades one at a time. Remember, you're not putting any weight on your head or on your neck. Inhale, release your hand, exhale, come back to the mat. Take your time always. Whenever you need, grab a drink, whatever you need, you go ahead, do that to make yourself best, comfortable and in tune with your practice. Alright, going for the lateral stretch for our transverse and obliques on the side. Inhale, bring your left hand on the mat as you reach your right hand over your head, making a rainbow. Now you can bring your head to whatever degree you want on the other side, but make sure both your hip bones, both your sitting bones stay on the mat. Now option to turn your gaze towards the ceiling. With this just little change, you can feel that stretch going deeper. Inhale, release, exhale. Bring your hand back to the mat, repeating it on the other side. As you inhale, you're going to lift your left hand over your head. Exhale, tilt all the way back to the right hand. If you cannot reach here, that's perfectly fine. Wherever you reach, just observe your body. Feel the stretch here on your transverse or your lateral muscle on your side. Again, as I said, you need to make sure both your sitting bones are on the mat. So if I'm doing this is not correct. I need to bring my head back on the mat. Stay here. Turn your gaze towards the ceiling or the sky. With an inhale, with the support of our hand, I'm going to open myself up. Exhale. Rest both your hands on the mat. Alright, going for the spinal twist here. So you can start the spinal twist in the Sukhasana, seated position, or you can even extend your legs in front of you. So if I am going to start in Sukhasana, it is going to be a very gentle stretch. You bring your right hand across your left knee, hand on the opposite knee. Inhale, take your hand back, bringing your shoulders parallel to the short of the mat and looking all the way over to the back, over your shoulder. Inhale, release yourself, come back to the neutral position. Exhale. On your next inhale, you're going to sit tall. As you exhale, you're going to bring your right hand behind your back and your left hand is pushing on your right knee, making your shoulders come parallel to the short edge of the mat, looking all the way over to the back wall. Inhale, release, exhale. Bring yourself to the neutral position. Alright, make any movements with your body that you need to make yourself feel at ease. And now we are going to show you the variations. So you can only opt for either one of this. You can either go for this spinal twist or you can extend your legs in front of you straight, sitting here in the Vinyasa. And then you bring your right knee up. You're going to take your left elbow and tuck it outside your right knee. Bringing your right hand here. It's the same but different variations, same benefits. Looking all the way over to the back side. Inhale, release. Prepare to switch side, bringing your left knee up. Taking your right hand all the way behind your back. Bringing your right hand, tucking it outside your left knee. Option to keep your hand up or straight or even in the chin mudra. You can play around with the hands, looking all the way over your back shoulder. Inhale, feel your spine twisted all the way from your cervical down to the tailbone. As you inhale, you're going to come to the neutral position, releasing your legs in front of you. And take a quick breath. are hip width apart and stack under your hips. So you see that alignment here, that is really important. Keep your hands wide open just in case, so it distributes the weight of your body equally on all your fingers. Alright, starting with the tabletop, cat and cow stretch. As you inhale, you're going to tilt your pelvis forward, open up your hip muscles, roll your shoulder back, look forward, lengthening your back and your neck. Breathe in here. As you exhale, round your back, tuck your tail between your legs, chin to the chest. Drop the crown of your head towards the mat. Inhale, drop your pelvis, take your pelvis forward again, engaging your core muscles, looking up, moving your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, round your back. Again, when you're transitioning from cat and cow, I still want you to make sure that your hips are on top of your knees and so are your shoulders on top of your wrists. Okay? Instead of doing this, if you're doing inhale and cow, this is not correct. See that slant? So we do not want to see that. That is the most important thing. Keep your hips on top of your knees. Okay, we are going to do the bird dog. You're going to balance yourself. Extend your right hand in the front and left leg back. So now again, if this seems too difficult for you, you can always do it just with your hands. Extend your hands, open them out. Alright? I'm going to do it with both hands and legs. So you're going to extend your right hand and left leg. So that is oppositely. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to open them out to the side. Inhale, front. Exhale, open. Inhale, front coming to the flat back. One more thing that you need to pay attention here. As you extend your left hand in the center, right leg back. You need to make sure that you're not arching your back too much or lifting your leg. You need to make one straight line. Exhale, out to the side, open your hands and legs. Inhale, stretch, extend your limbs. Exhale, out to the side, coming to the tabletop, going for the quick lateral stretch here, though we have covered that in the seated position. But you can go for the lateral stretch in the tabletop as well. Inhale in the center, and as you exhale, you're going to turn your head towards your knee or your heel on one side. Feel that C shape here. Inhale in the center, exhale to the other side. Inhale, coming to the center, and from here we are going to tuck our toes. So these are the pointed toes, but I'm going to move into the down dog, so I'm going to tuck my toes, bringing our hands again, remember fingers wide open. As you exhale, you're going to drop your head, lift your knees and your hip towards the ceiling, coming to the Adho Mukha Svanasana or the mountain pose. Press your heels against the mat. You can start by paddling your heels, stretching your legs, your hamstrings, your muscle, and just warming up your leg muscles. Keep your head between your hands, creating that extended long back. Your neck is just the extension of your spine. Let's start. So as I inhale, I'm going to bring my left toe in the center of the mat and reach my right leg all the way up for a three-legged dog. Point your toe out. Exhale. Bend your right knee and touch your right knee with your right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to the left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, cheetah crunch, nose to knees. Inhale, three-legged dog. One more time on the right side. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your right foot in between your hands. Remember, this is your right foot, getting that 90-degree angle. You can drop your back knee, point your toe out. Inhale, reach both your arms up towards the ceiling for a low lunge. Exhale, bring your hands at your shoulder level. Squeeze your shoulder blade as if you're trying to crunch a walnut behind your shoulder blades here. Inhale, reaching your arms up one more time. Maybe go for slight back bend. As you exhale, you're going to bring your hands in the front, framing your right foot. Going for a quick quad stretch. So I'm going to bend my knee. Now I have few props here. If you want extra cushion in your knee, you can either fold your mat to get double the thickness, okay, or you can just use the knee pad. So additionally, you can try whatever works best for you. Alright, going for the quad stretch. So I'm going to slide my knee further back so that I can stretch my quad, bend my knee and reach my left leg with my right leg. So you have an option to bring your foot to whatever degree you can bring closer to your hip. It's an excellent quad stretch for runners and athletes. Go ahead, bring your foot to whatever degree. Be gentle with yourself. Don't force yourself. Inhale, release your foot on the mat, bringing your hand back to the front leg. Alright, I'm going to leave the knee padding. So I'm going to tuck my back toe, which was earlier pointed. Tuck my toe, lift your knee up, inhale, reach your arms up for the crescent lunge. See the difference? My heel is still lifted up. Inhale, reaching your arms up. As you exhale, you're going to pivot your heel back. Bring your hands on the waist, turn your torso forward. Your front toe, right toe is facing the right direction and right knee is bent at 90 degrees. Inhale, reach your arms up for the warrior one. And straighten your legs for the pyramid. As you exhale, you're going to fold forward for the pyramid pose. Now here, in case if you have to keep your legs straight, in case if your hands are not able to reach the floor, you can keep the blocks and you can just rest your hands on the block. So idea is not to round your back, keep your back as long as possible and drop yourself either on the block or on the floor. Inhale, reaching your arms up. Exhale, going for the bound angle pyramid or the humble pyramid, so you can extend or interlock your hands behind your back. As you exhale, you're going to fold forward, looking towards your knee, lifting your arm as much as you can. As you exhale, slowly bring your body up, reach your arms up. And exhale, bringing your hands not in between your legs, but outside your front foot. Bring your left foot to meet your right foot in the forward fold. Bend your knees, swipe your arms as you reach up with an inhale. Exhale, heart center, inhale. Alright, taking over Vinyasa from here, so reaching your arms up one more time. And as you fold forward, you're going to swan dive. Take your chest or your nose first, pressing your hands outside your feet. And then you can walk or step back with the high plank. Your knees on the yogi push-up. Optionally, you can do Chaturanga Dandasana as well. Inhale, cobra or upward dog variation. Exhale, down. Alright, coming back, and now let's repeat this flow on the left side. This is only first part, so you're going to change the side or you can stay wherever you are comfortable, starting on the tabletop, bringing your hands, fingers wide open so that you can distribute the weight. Alright, tuck your back toes, lift your knees off the mat, paddle your heels. Yes, let's start by bringing our right foot between in the center. Inhale, lift your right leg, left leg up. Exhale, bring your left knee to your left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bringing your left knee to the right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. And cheetah crunch, bringing your nose to knees. Inhale, three, one more time. Exhale, stepping your left foot all the way between your hands, making that 90-degree angle. You can rest your back knee on the mat and point your toe out. Now as you inhale, you're going to lift your hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bringing your hands outside your shoulder blades. Squeezing your shoulder blades behind your back. Inhale, reaching your arms up one more time. Then as you exhale, you fold, framing your left foot on the mat. I'm going for the quad stretch here. Now again, if I'm okay with this thickness of the mat, but if your knee is gentle or you need support, you can always have the knee padding. If you do not have any additional thing, you can simply fold the edge of your mat so that you get double the thickness of your mat. Alright, bend your knee, bring your foot up, reach your right foot with your left hand. Bringing your foot to whatever degree you can bring towards your hip. Excellent quad stretch. Again, respect your body. If you feel any limitation or you cannot bring your foot towards your hip, that's perfectly okay. Release this edge of the mat. and start by tucking the back toe. Inhale, lift your knee off the mat. Again, see the heel is still lifted up. So you inhale and reach your arms up. Crescent lunge. Exhale, pivot that back heel on the mat. Hands on the waist, torso turned around to the front, to the left knee. Front knee is bent at 90-degree angle. Inhale, reach up for the warrior one. As you exhale, straighten your leg, fold forward in the pyramid. Resting your hands here, not on the front of your toe. Now this is where blocks come in handy. If you cannot keep your legs straight or cannot go all the way down, your hands are dangling here, you can have blocks. Or even if you do not have blocks, you can have some big blocks, books, or anything that you have in handy. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, going for the humble bound angle pyramid. So you're going to interlock your hands behind your back, and on exhale, folding forward towards your knees. Stay here as long as you feel comfortable. Do not hold your breath. Inhale, slowly bring your hands down, lifting your torso up to the standing position. Inhale, reach your arms up one more time, and this time you frame your left foot on the mat, bringing your hands on the front edge of the mat. Exhale, bring your right foot to meet your left foot for the forward fold. Bend your knees, swipe your arms to the south. As you inhale, reach up. Exhale, prayer pose, inhale, release. Taking our Vinyasa flow here. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. You can fold forward directly like this, or you can take a swan dive, whichever option you like best. And then walk your feet all the way back. Coming to the high plank, go ahead for Chaturanga Dandasana. Optionally, you can drop your knees, modified variation, point your toes out. Yogi push-up on exhale. Inhale, cobra or upward down. Exhale, down dog. Now you can either rest in the child's pose, or you can take a quick break, grab your water bottle, keep yourself hydrated. And then we are going to move to the second part of the sequence. Okay, so if you guys are ready, you can meet me in the down dog, bringing your hands on the front of the mat. Tuck your toe, lift your knees off the mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to bring your head between your hands. I'm just going to change the side here. I realized I was doing it on the right side first. So coming into the down dog one more time. Now on inhale, you're going to lift your right leg up. Exhale, this time, just step your right foot all the way between your hands. And you can pivot that heel back so that it is resting, your foot is resting flat on the mat. Make this 90-degree angle. Your back toe is pointing forward and front toe is pointing in the right direction, in the right side. Inhale, pinwheel or cartwheel your hand, opening yourself to the warrior two, looking towards your right hand. Make sure that 90 degree is still there. Both your feet are making 90 degree or less of an angle here. Keep your gaze facing to the right side. Exhale, drop your right hand on your right knee. Option to lift your hand here. For the side angle, you can also drop your hand all the way on the floor. See if that works for you. If not, this is perfectly fine. You can bring your hand up here. Going for the extended side angle, bringing your hand, making a straight line from your fingertip down to your toe. This is your extended side angle. Option to bring your core muscle into it by bringing both your hands parallel to each other and slowly open yourself to the warrior two. One more time. Going to straighten our legs as we prepare ourselves for the triangle on this side. So keep your left toe pointed facing forward and right toe in the right side, so both your feet make about 90 degree angle. Open your hand in the star position parallel to the mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to reach your right hand towards the right wall and then drop your right hand in front of you. Now again here, this is something where you might need blocks. It's optional, you do not have to have the blocks. It just makes your poses a little bit easier and more comfortable. So you start here in the star, inhale, And as you exhale, you try to raise the wall in front of you. Drop your hand in front of your foot. Lift your left hand all the way up so that you make a straight line from your left fingertips down to the floor or to the right fingertips. So how you can use blocks here is by putting your blocks here and then rest your hand here. Okay? If you do not have your blocks, you can always rest your hand on your shins and turn your gaze towards the ceiling. With an inhale, you're going to lift yourself up, coming to the star position, preparing to go to the great wall triangle or parivritta trikonasana. So you start by inhaling the star, and as you exhale, you're going to bring your left hand, twist your body, and drop your left hand in front of your right foot. Lift your left hand towards, right hand towards the ceiling. Option to turn your gaze up. Now before you can come up from this pose, you would look down, inhale, open yourself, come back to the triangle pose, straighten your toes, prepare yourself to go into the warrior two one more time. So you're going to point your right toe in the forward direction, the right direction, bend your front knee. Alright, moving on to the warrior one. Your torso should be facing towards the right knee, warrior one, and prepare yourself to shift your weight on the front foot. Okay, so this mat is thick, and so this might make me a little bit wobbly, just bear with me. So if you might want to step out of your mat, you can do that, otherwise we are going for the half moon here. So you're going to cartwheel your hand, shifting your weight on your front toe, bring your hand in front of you, if possible under your shoulder. Open your legs straight up and your hand up. Your hips are stacking on top of each other. Option to look up. If you cannot look up, you can keep looking forward. Keep breathing. And before you come out, you first look down so that you're more balanced. Bend your front knee so that you can rest your back foot on the mat. Coming to the warrior two. So from your half moon, you turn back to the warrior two. Now you're going to come back down as you went up. Just the same way, cartwheel your hands, bringing your right foot on the mat. Taking your right foot back in the high plank. Take your Vinyasa flow, drop your knees, yogi push up, inhale, cobra, point your toes out, exhale, down dog. Remember, it's really important to keep yourself hydrated, so if you need to grab a drink, please go ahead, do that. Relax, take a quick break. If you want to skip any pose, it's perfectly okay. Just join me wherever you feel okay. So whenever you are ready, meet me in the down dog one more time. This time we are going to repeat the second part on the left side. Start by coming in the flat back tabletop. Tuck your toes. Inhale, lift your heel. Exhale. Bring your hip towards the ceiling, starting in the down dog. Bringing your right foot in the center. Inhale, lift your left leg up for a three-legged dog. Keep your hips square to the mat. As you exhale, you're going to bring your left foot between your hands. Now this time you're going to pivot that back heel down on the mat so that your foot is flat and resting against the mat. Inhale, cartwheel your hands. Gather your strength here, cartwheel your hands, coming to the warrior two. Virabhadrasana. So remember that toe alignment, your front toe, which is left this time, is facing towards the left side, and right toe is facing front. You can just decrease that angle a little bit less than 90-degree angle. With your front knee, bend at 90-degree angle, both your hands parallel to the mat. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, bring your left hand to rest on your left knee, bringing your right hand towards the ceiling for the side angle. Option to rest your left hand on the mat for the deeper side angle. Alright, coming back on our knee, bringing your right hand straight, making a straight line from your hand to your toe for the extended side angle. Touching your triceps towards your ears. Bringing the core muscle into it. Bring both your hands parallel to each other if you would like. You can skip this pose if you want. Inhale, bring yourself back up to the warrior two, Virabhadrasana. Straighten up both your legs, keep your hands parallel here. you can without compromising your back. So keep your shoulder lifted up. Your shoulders should be touching the wall behind you if you are standing against the wall. Turn your gaze up towards the ceiling. With an inhale, we are going to lift ourselves up in the star position. Exhale, prepare yourself for the revolved or parivritta trikonasana. Start by breathing in the star position. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your right hand in front of your left foot. Lift your left hand up towards the ceiling. Inhale, turn your gaze down. Slowly open yourself back to the star position. Again, moving on to the warrior two one more time so that we can prepare ourselves for the half moon. So you're going to shift, adjust yourself on the mat wherever you feel more comfortable. Bend your front knee, which is your left knee at this moment, at 90-degree angle. Starting in the warrior two. So you're going to drop your left hand in front of you on the mat. So again, you can use the blocks if you need that extra height for you. Again, remember this is optional. If you drop in the half moon, you can use the blocks to get that leverage here. But if you do not need, or if you feel more comfortable on the mat, that's okay. Optionally, you can also step out of the mat to get more grip on the floor. So starting in the warrior two. And as you exhale, you drop your left hand on the mat, slowly balance yourself on your left toe. Lift your back leg, making a straight line, and open up your right hand towards the ceiling. You need to stack both your hips on top of each other. Now, option to shift your gaze towards the ceiling. You do not have to. You can look forward or towards the ceiling. Now, to come out of this pose, you first look down, bend your front knee, shift your weight slowly to the back leg or in between of both the legs. Inhale, warrior two. We are going to cartwheel both our hands, planting our left foot on the mat, coming to the high plank. Take your vinyasa flow, drop your knees, point your toes, yogi push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Now before starting for the third floor, I would recommend resting in the child's pose. So I'm modifying the child pose for me here. You can keep your knees together, touch your toes, your heels are open, and then you fold forward. But for me, I'm going to keep my knees open for the wide angle child pose. Extend your hands all the way in front of you, or stack your fists so that you can rest your head on top of your fist. Now again, here you can use blocks if you want to rest your head on the block. If you cannot go all the way down on the mat for whatever reason, you can just rest here. Listen to your breath. Allow your breath to come to a normal pace. Remember, the rest part is also very important for our practice. And whenever you feel ready, you can come back in the down dog. Meet me in the down dog whenever you want. Grab a drink. It is extremely important to keep yourself well hydrated throughout the class. Alright, bring ourselves on the right side. So I'm going to turn and meet me in the down dog. Bring your hands in front of you. Tuck your toes, lift your knees off the mat, coming to the down dog. As you inhale, you're going to lift your right leg up in a three-legged dog. And this time you are stepping your right foot all the way between your hands. But we are going to move in the standing split. So you need to move your hands further away from your foot. Your hands are outside your foot here. But to go in the standing split, I'm going to move my hands slightly forward. And slowly as I inhale, I'm going to lift my left leg up, drop my head, looking towards my knee or towards my thighs, wherever you can. Again, remember, you do not have to go for the full split. Wherever you land, that is perfectly fine. Visualize your body making a full split if you can. Bend your knee, bring your left knee behind your right knee, tuck in for the curtsy. Looking forward. 2 more times. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, curtsy. One last curtsy. Inhale, split. Exhale, curtsy. Breathing is really important. Inhale, split. This is final. Exhale, bend your knee. Step your left foot to meet your right foot. Bring your hands outside your feet. forward fold, bend your knees, swipe your arms out to the side, reaching all the way up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands to the heart center and release. Reaching your arms up one more time. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. As you exhale, you're going to sit in Utkatasana or chair pose. Try to sit in that imaginary chair. Instead of bringing your knees forward, this is what we want to avoid. So you're going to keep your knees on top of your heel here as much as you can, and just sit your hips back. After sitting your hips back, you might want to lift your chest a little bit and bring your hands in the heart center. So again, right from the top. Inhale, reach your arms up. Sit in Utkatasana, the chair pose or awkward pose. It goes by different names. And then we are going for the chair twist. So you can bring your right elbow outside your left knee. So I'm going to do it in a modified way. So you're going to bring your right elbow all the way outside your left knee if you can. Option to open your hands, turn your gaze towards the ceiling. Inhale, join your hands back. Exhale, looking down. Inhale, swipe your arms all the way out, reaching up. Exhale, prayer pose. Inhale. Take your Vinyasa flow here, reaching your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. You can fold forward like this. On other side, I'm going to show you swan dive from front end of your mat. Step, jump or hop your feet back, coming to the high plank. Chaturanga Dandasana or yogi push-up. Inhale, look forward in the cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, down dog. Alright, we're going to start this on the other side. Please stay with me. This is the last part of the third flow. After this, we are just going to cool down. So going to bring your hands in front of you. Tuck your toes, meet me in the down dog. Again, Adho Mukha Svanasana, pressing your heels against the mat. You can take this slightly faster. Inhale, lift your left leg up for a three-legged dog this time. Exhale. Stepping your left foot between your hands and moving your hands slightly away. Alright, reaching your right leg up for a split. As much as you can. Exhale, bend your knee. Curtsy tuck. Looking forward. Inhale, split. Drop your head down. Exhale, curtsy tuck. One more curtsy tuck. So inhale, split. Drop your head. Look towards your thighs or your knee. Open your legs as high as you can. Exhale, curtsy tuck. And done with the curtsy. Inhale, lift your left leg for the final split. Make it your best. Exhale, bend your knees. Bring your foot to meet your left foot on the mat. Bend your knees. Swipe your arms out to the side as you inhale. Reach all the way up. Exhale, prayer pose. Inhale, release. Prepare yourself for a chair twist. So you're going to reach your arms up one more time. You can reach your arms from the front or the side. Inhale, all the way up. Maybe go for slight back bend. Exhale, sit down. Bring your hands in the heart center. And sit your hips down. Lift your chest a little bit up so that you are looking forward. Sit in that imaginary chair. Find yourself comfortable. Stay strong. Going to do chair pose on the other side. This time you're going to bring your left elbow and tuck it outside your right knee, looking towards the side. One option to look up and open your hands. Inhale. Close your hand. Join your hands. Exhale, looking down. Swipe your arms out to the side, reaching up. Exhale, prayer pose. Inhale. We're going to take our Vinyasa flow. You might want to come to the front end of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. So last time we did fold forward, this time the swan dive. So inhale, reach up. For swan dive, you're going to take your hands back. Dive with your nose or your chest. Bring your hands outside, your feet on the mat. Step, jump or walk back, coming to the high plank. Drop your knees as you exhale, yogi push up. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. From here, you can come to the high plank one more time, finishing it with the side plank. Pivot yourself on your left heel. Open yourself. Open your hand towards the ceiling. If you want want to support, you can always bring your top foot, or you can even bring your bottom knee on the mat to relax yourself. Optionally, you can lift your right leg or the top leg up for the fallen star. Bring your hand down, pivot yourself back to the high plank. Prepare to do this on the other side. We're going to repeat the side plank on the other side. You're going to either turn or you can just face backward, that's okay. Coming to the high plank, correcting your alignment, stretching your hip between your legs. Pivoting yourself on your right hand and on your right heel. Option to lift your hand towards the ceiling. As I told you, you can bring your top foot in the front or your bottom knee to support yourself. Optionally, you can bring your top leg up for the fallen star. Slowly bring yourself back to the high plank. And you can rest your knees on the mat, open your toes. Rest in the child pose, touch your toes, open your heels, resting your head back, extend your hands in front of you. Or you can even walk your hand towards you, stack your fists on top of each other, resting your head. Alright, when you find your resting pace, when you are back in the relaxed mode, you can bring your hands under your shoulder, inhale, lift your torso up, coming to the seated position. Exhale, relax. So after completing our 3 parts of power yoga, we are going to come back on the mat on the supine pose. So some cool down exercise. So here, if you need for your lumbar curve a roll blanket or a soft mat, you can use that. So again, remember, this is optional. You do not have it. It depends if you need it. If you feel the need of something more relaxing, you can use that. Lay down on the mat. Bring your hands outside your hips and bring your feet closer to your hips. If you're going for Setu Bandhasana or the bridge pose, as you inhale, you're going to lift your pelvis towards the ceiling. You're just going to lift your pelvis. Option with your hands, you can interlock your hands behind your back, lift your hip higher with each inhale so that your thighs come parallel to the ceiling. Additionally, you can either keep your hands outside the mat or you can even support your back. You can keep your feet flat on the mat. Stay here, enjoy the strength of the bridge pose. Inhale, slowly release your hands. Remove your hand. If you're interlocking them, remove them from under your back so that you create the space for your back to gently roll back down. So you're going to rest your one vertebra at a time, gently coming out. Be careful of your back so that you bring your one vertebra at a time all the way from your cervical down to the tailbone. Hug your knees for a quick counter stretch. And relax. Now we are going to bring both our knees, both our feet about mat width apart here. Allow yourself to rest comfortably on the mat. As you inhale in the knees up position, you're going to exhale and drop both your knees to the right side. So this is a gentle twist. You can go ahead, open your hands in the T on the mat and turn your gaze away from your knees. So if your knees are dropping to the right side, you turn your gaze to the left. Inhale, bring your knees up. Exhale, drop your knees to the right and your gaze to the left. Option to look towards your fingertips, going for the deep spinal twist. Inhale, bring your knees up and exhale, relax. Going for the glute stretch here and the hamstring stretch. It also works on your legs. So we start by bringing our right ankle on top of our left knee. Create that figure 4 here. It's also known as figure 4 stretch. You're going to lift your foot off the mat, interlock your hands. So you're going to bring your right hand from inside this figure 4 and left hand here, grab behind your knee. This is what we are going to do. I'm going to come back on the mat just to show you. So inhale here, and as you exhale, you're going to bring your hands, wrap your fingers behind your knee, bring your knee closer to your chest. Again, remember, you are in control of how deep you want the stretch to be. If you want it milder, stay here. Deeper stretch, you bring your knee closer to your chest. When you bring it closer to your chest, you can feel the stretch on your right glutes and your hamstring, also stretching your IT bands a little bit. So bring your knee closer to your chest. Inhale, release your hand. You can bring your right knee all the way on top of your left knee. Going for the eagle twist. This is again optional. I'm going to uncross my knees and then gently drop both your knees to the left side. You can drop both your knees either in the eagle twist. Open your hands, turn your gaze towards the ceiling. This turns your parasympathetic system on, sends the message to your brain to relax. Inhale, bring your knees up. Exhale. Prepare to switch side, bringing your left ankle on top of your right knee. Interlock your hands, lift your foot off the mat, interlock your hand behind your right knee. You're going to bring your knee closer to your chest, feeling the stretch. You do not always have to feel the stretch where I ask you. You can also bring your awareness to your body parts and just bring your attention to wherever you're feeling the stretch. Inhale, slowly go ahead. Relax your hand, cross your left knee on top of your right knee. Maybe go for the eagle twist if you want to cross your legs twice at your thighs and at your ankles, and then drop both your knees to the right side, or you can just open your hands in the T, drop both your knees to the right side, turn your gaze away from you to the left side. Remember, the parasympathetic mode turns on, rest and digest. If de-stresses you, inhale, bring your knees up, exhale, relax. Going for the quick happy baby here. Hug your knees, bring your knees on top of your thighs, open your knees up, wrap your arms around your leg, or you can just hold on to your toes and rock side to side, gently massaging your spinal column, your back. Alright, using your hands and leg to steer yourself up from the rocking position, and then bringing your legs back to the mat. Alright, preparing for the relaxation, deep relaxation of Shavasana. So for some time, people do need a bolster under their calf muscles so their legs are a little bit lifted up. Optionally, as I said, you can bring your roll blanket or a mat under your lumbar area so that that beautiful gap is gently supported with this soft yoga mat or a towel or a roll blanket. Open your hands. Now this is the time where you can relax each and every part of your body. Allow your fingers to naturally curl. Allow your toes to splay out to the side. Have some distance between your legs. Any adjustment, any changes you need to do, go ahead, do that right now. Prepare yourself to just relax and not move for a few minutes as we go into deep relaxation. Find your calm center. Bring your attention to your heart, your breathing pattern. Allow your breath to relax, to normalize. You can even hear your heartbeat. That's good. And you gently prepare your body for the Shavasana. Bring your attention towards your toes. Wiggle your toes so that you feel your sensation there. Your awareness is towards your toes. And then go ahead, relax them. Now imagine that the healing energy from Mother Earth is entering your body through your feet, relaxing your toes, heels, soles of your feet and your ankles. Allow this healing energy to gently move up, relaxing your shin, calf muscles, making its way towards your knees and your thighs. Bring your awareness to your thighs. Imagine the healing energy as it makes its way up towards your lower back. Bring your attention to your entire back. Think of the energy relaxing your spinal column, your vertebrae, relaxing each vertebrae from your cervical, thoracic, lumbar, and your sacral and coccyx area, your tailbone area. Not through your vertebrae, but the soft cushion-like discs between your vertebrae, the intervertebral discs are also being relaxed, getting good supply of oxygen and fresh blood. Now you can gently bring your attention from your back towards the front of your body, relaxing your lower abdomen, relaxing all your internal organs, your stomach, intestine, as the energy is slowly making its way up, relaxing your chest and your heart center. You can then slowly shift your focus towards your shoulders. Our shoulders and our hips tend to carry the stress from throughout the day. So you can imagine that all the weight, all the stress is melting away, leaving your shoulders feel completely relaxed on the mat. Moving down towards your hands, imagine the healing energies relaxing your upper arms, elbows, forearms, all the way down to your fingertips. Now we move on to the crucial part of our body, our facial muscles. Also, where we express ourselves most and hold our tension sometimes between our eyebrows, sometimes in between our jaws, like grinding them against each other. Let's start by softly opening up your mouth. Gently drop your knees to the side. Careful, take your time here. Resting your head on top of your right hand. Rub your palms against each other, generating some heat energy. And place your palm on top of your eyes.